What do you do when you deliver exactly what was asked of you and you find out the rules, they've changed over the work that has already been done? What do you do when the expectations shift or when the feedback reverses or when the standard that earned you praise on a Monday becomes the problem by Friday? Most people respond by fighting harder, explaining more, defending themselves even louder and louder, trying to prove that, well, they're right. Well, after a decade of doing this thing that I love, that I hope you fall in love with, called project management and leadership, I learned something different. Not your talent, not your intelligence, but your professionalism. And how you respond in that moment becomes one of the most visible parts of your reputation because this isn't hypothetical. Eventually, it happens to all of us. Here's the hard truth, family. Being right does not automatically protect you. You have the receipts, the documentation, the stakeholder sign off. You can even have facts on your side and still find yourself defending decisions that were not fully approved the week before. The real problem is what happens to your professionalism when the goalpost moves. What people reveal is defensiveness or being defensive, emotional, discouraged, but few, and I do mean few, remain professional. And that professionalism becomes the foundation of their reputation. Because remember, your professionalism is the only variable in that situation that actually belongs to you and only you. I remember working on this project where the direction seemed clear. The stakeholders were aligned. The conversation had happened and the decision had been documented. Everybody prepared to understand the objective and well, everybody prepared to support the project schedule and the project plan. But then something changed. Conversation started sounding different. The same action that was encouraged earlier became a topic of debate. The lesson, the frustrating part isn't the circumstances change, the project change, or the business change, or the priorities change. The frustrating part is when people act as if the original agreement never exists. Let me let you know about two common mistakes here. One, if you become emotional, you spend all of your energy proving you're right. Or two, you become discouraged and you start questioning your own capability. And in today's episode, that's where these three principles come in. Principle number one, respond to the new reality, not the old agreement. One of the biggest traps professionals fall into is becoming emotionally attached to what was already originally agreed upon. You invest time, you had alignment, you did exactly what was requested, but reality only cares about what's true today, not yesterday, and not what was agreed on last week. Why is this important? Most professionals lose twice when goalposts move. First, when expectations change, then again, when they stay emotionally attached to what was supposed to happen. The longer you fight yesterday's reality, the less energy you'll have to solve today's problem. Experiment with these two actionable tips. Acknowledge the new reality before responding emotional. Next tip, ask, given where we are today, what outcomes are we trying to achieve now? Here's my professional advice, family. The moment the goalposts move, you have two decisions to make. You can spend your energy proving they move, or you can spend your energy deciding what you're going to do next. One, it creates frustration. The other, it creates opportunities or options. See, once you stop fighting yesterday's agreement, you create space to do something far more valuable. That is adapt. Principle number two, the professional who adapts controls the narrative. See, when expectations change, most people become reactive, frustrated, defensive, and focus on proving who was right. Meanwhile, the professional who stays calm immediately gains credibility. While everyone else is focused on the problem, they focus on the solution. Why is this important? When pressure enters the room, people naturally look for stability. The person that they look for is the one who can assess the situation without becoming consumed by it. Your ability to adapt under pressure often has a greater impact on your reputation than your ability to perform when everything is going according to plan. Experiment with these actionable tips. Focus conversation on next steps rather than past mistakes. Next one, replace why did this happen with what do we need to do now? Here's my professional advice, family. The professional who adapts doesn't surrender their standards. They simply refuse to let changing circumstances control their behavior. The person who stays composed and solution focused often becomes the most trusted voice in the room. But adaptation doesn't mean abandoning accountability. In fact, one of the best tools for accountability is also one of the simplest. Principle number 3, you knew it was coming. Documentation beats conversation. Again, documentation beats conversation. Family, this has been a theme of what we've been building here, because reason why I'm so passionate about documentation beats conversation, because memory changes, interpretation changes, narratives get rewritten entirely. Documentation, though, it actually preserves reality. One of the biggest mistakes professionals make is assuming everyone remembers the conversation the same way. They don't. People remember different details and priorities evolve. Why is this important? Documentation creates a shared source of truth. It protects clarity when memorizing becomes inconsistent, reduces confusion, and minimizes unnecessary conflict, while it also allows for discussion to focus on facts rather than opinion. That's why documentation continues, and it will continue to outperform conversation every single time. So experiment with these actionable tips. Send concise meeting recaps after every important decision. Next one, confirm ownership, timelines, and success criteria in writing. Here's my professional advice, family. Documentation isn't about proving someone wrong. No, I want to be crystal clear there. What it is about, it's about helping everyone remember what was agreed upon when things became unclear later. It's not about preparing for a fight. It's about protecting clarity after memory starts changing. Here's the real test, family. Professionalism is easiest when everything is going your way, when stakeholders agree, when expectations remain consistent, when the plan is working. But that's not how your reputation actually gets built. Your reputation gets built when pressure shows up, when expectations change, when the narrative, well, it shifts and the goalpost actually moves. Here's a challenge I propose to you. Being right does not automatically protect you. Documentation doesn't not automatically protect you either. Approval does not automatically protect you. But professionalism will always serve you long after the project is over, long after the meeting is forgotten, long after the circumstances have changed. Because the goalposts may move, the expectations may change, the narrative may shift, but your standards, and I do mean your standards, don't have to. Here's the truth. Although the goalposts may move, your standards don't. Too. If this episode resonated with you, send it to another project manager, leader, professional who's dealing with change expectation right now. I understand it. I lived it, but we must build anyway. My name is ED for all you smart and intelligent folks out there. Hey, that just simply means Ed. Until next time.